Okay, Rodney, Paul Cundiff here. Here's your amp meter, and you have two terminals on the back of your amp meter. You also have two brackets that hold it in the dash. So they're up here. They're separate. Anyway, so you're going to have one of your wires is going to come from your start solenoid. So basically, you're going to have your battery down here, plus and minus. You're going to have a plus cable going to the start solenoid. Let's pretend that's what this is. And this will be a big, heavy cable. But you'll also have a little wire, number 10. It's not terribly small. Number 10 wire that's going to go up to the vicinity of the amp meter. And so that one, that one, I can probably figure out what color wire that is for you too in a minute. And then you're going to have another wire go in the vicinity of the amp meter, and that's going to be from your generator or the voltage regulator. If you have a voltage regulator from your generator or your alternator. So if it's a typical generator, if this is the typical 283, then you're going to have a little box, and it's going to have, it may not be in this order, but they're going to have one that reads battery, and one that's field, and one that's armature. So this battery wire will come from here to one side of your amp meter. Now, the amp meter is not necessarily, you got a 50-50 chance of getting this right. If you turn your key on and your amp meter reads charge, you haven't started your engine yet, your amp meter reads charge, you just got to swap these two wires, these two big wires right here. Whatever wire that you land the wire from your generator on, whatever terminal you land it on, that there may be other wires on that terminal, like a wire going to a fuse block, or you may have several wires going to various accessories, and there may be inline fuses in those lines, in those wires. So that's your load side. So all your loads have to be on the side coming from your generator. The concept is that if your generator is generating more power than you're using on all these loads, then it'll show, your amp meter should show charge, because the current will be flowing from this terminal through the amp meter to this terminal, going back to your battery and charging your battery. So it's important that these lines, all these things are on the load side. So that, like, again, if your generator or alternator is charging more than you're using, then current will flow this direction. If it's not working or not flowing more than you're using, then your amp meter will read discharge. So you got a 50-50 chance of getting these wires in the right spot. Okay, I'd start with that, and then once you got the gauge reading correctly, make sure you put all the other wires that you need to have hots on, make sure they go to the side of the amp meter that has the wire from your voltage regulator. Hopefully that was clear, and we'll talk to you soon. Feel free to call if you have questions.